It is probably fair to say that on the actual effector, the resolution, the negation, there's a lot of different words for it. That's where you really see the widest variety of effectors, many of which won't apply, but many of which will. Let's go through the broad classes. You've got, broadly speaking, we'll say non-kinetic effects. This could be straightforward frequency jammers. This could be protocol jammers, something that can almost spoof and take over a drone's link. You also have other similar non-kinetic, but still a little different, like directed energy. This could be high power microwaves. It's just something that Leidos certainly has invested a lot in. It could also be things like lasers that can take down drones. So you definitely see those. Those are all in what I would kind of call the non-kinetic sides. Then, of course, from a military perspective, you've got direct fires. You do have missiles. You do have crew-served weapons, guns, and very similar sorts of negation techniques to include other drone-on-drone negation techniques. There's probably even more I'm not thinking off the top of my head. There's a very large variety of approaches to negate. Some of them are, of course, going to be much more effective than others, depending on the exact situation. Some of them are going to have a use case that's only really going to be suitable in a combat environment. There's probably only but a few that are going to have a use case that is going to be more in a civilian peacetime border protection context. One of the goals, one of the problems that industry faces is to sort of figure out, from not just policy, but also just desire for the operators of what is really needed and what's going to be what I'll say is the easy button for counter-UAS negation to really drive how we should be taking what we certainly have now as a bunch of counter-UAS building blocks and then being able to apply it to border protection.